What's up, guys? This is Deadly Teak from Curry House Production, and today I'm going to bring you an update of my anime and manga collection. I just thought I'd also give you a quick update as I just got home from work on why I haven't been uploading recently. And it's just that reason. I'm constantly at work. I currently work a full-time job and go to college, so it doesn't leave me a lot of free time to make my videos. However, I am currently in the process of writing a review for one of the movies that I actually have in my collection, so you can look forward to that when it eventually gets uploaded. But apart from that, let's move on to my anime and manga collection. I guess first of all, we'll start off with the manga, which, as you can see since the last video, has grown quite a bit. And then there's some more down there. So if we start up over here, as you'll see, everything's in alphabetical order, apart from the last three. I just don't know where to put those at the moment. So up here we have All You Need Is Kill, which is a two-in-one omnibus compared to the Japanese version, which is 2 books. As you'll see, the front is blue and the red is back with the two main characters. As of right now, I actually cannot remember the name of the two main characters. It probably says up there. Nope. But this was made by the same artist as who did Death Note over here, which I have in the black editions. Great series. If you've not watched the movie that recently was made that was based on it, that had Tom Cruise in it, check that out. It was also a very good movie. Not quite as good as the manga, as they try. When you deal with time travel, it can get a little bit difficult to make sure everything sticks together well. And the show didn't do that too well. Next, we have Bakugan, which I believe I had. Yes, I will have definitely had since my last collection video. Great manga series, 20 volumes, must buy. All about the creation of manga by two young manga artists and story writers. Absolutely great series. Once again, actually done the art by the same person, Takeshi Obata. This time, though, the story was done by don't know how you pronounce his name, Tsugumi Oba. He done the story as well as he did on Death Note, as you can see if it will zoom in. Just there. And just there. Next we have Chobits. I actually have the original version, the Tokyo Pop version. I don't like it though. I know you can actually sell these for about 30 to 40 quid, which I guess would be about 70 to $80 in America. However, I would have to sell them and then rebuy the omnibuses, which I do plan on doing in the future. But I'm lazy, as you can probably tell by the 3-month stint of no videos. Next up, we have probably my favourite manga series of all time, and it is very short, No Longer Human. 3 volumes. If I just quickly spread them out here, you can have a look at them. The front cover art, I think, is beautiful, especially volume 2. Absolutely great series. I actually went and got this on the recommendation of about 3 different YouTubers, being For Neverworld, Bob Samurai, and Code Provider. I watched a video where Code Provider bought these, and he said they were one of the greatest series he'd ever read. So I decided to believe in his judgment, just as you should mine. So I'm going to put that one there because it's going to be a pain in the ass. Next up is Death Note. I'm sure everyone here has heard or probably even watched or read Death Note at some point. It's one of the most famous anime and manga series of all time. I actually haven't finished reading it yet. As you probably tell up there, the bookmark's just in there. I am on volume 5, which is actually volume like 6 and 7 or something. I'm not quite sure. It will say on there if I get it, because this is the black edition, as you can see by the black pages, which look very nice. There you can see, sorry, it's volume 9 and 10. Got just over half of this book left. I'm gonna have to put that down there because it's a pain to put back one-handed. Got half of that one there left to get finish off, and then the last one just up there. Go on, focus. There we go. Next up, we have Akira. These are ridiculously huge. I just want to make a point. This is Game of Thrones. This is Akira. Yes, they take up almost exactly the same amount of space. And these are a lot bigger. I mean, look. That's like double book size. They're huge. But if you've watched the movie of Akira, which I'm sure pretty much all of you have, you need to check out the manga. It is 1,000 times better. Everything that you thought was confusing in the anime is half explained in the manga. Yes, being a sci-fi story, it can get a little confusing. However, great story. Love all the characters. Probably one of the best sci-fi, steampunk. Just amazing. Just read it, watch it, everything. Next up, we have something that isn't really anime or manga, but it's my newfound obsession: Game of Thrones. The the TV show to this is simply amazing. Uh, Big up to the last couple of episodes as well. The show had been shit this season up until now, very slow paced, but the last two episodes were absolutely insane. And then we got Death Note over there. There's a couple of statues here. You might be able to tell if I just quickly cover some of them up. They are some football trophies. You can probably tell by the football just there. Just quickly make sure it focuses. Look, that's supposed to be me because I won. Oh, you can't even see it. I won Manager's Player of the Year, basically. That means I'm amazing, as you can probably tell. Right, so that is actually all of my manga. It's not quite a lot. If we quickly go through, it's what, 2, 20, 22, 30, 33, 33 plus 12. I can't even do maths right now, so that's 45. Another 25 on top of that. And then there's a couple of, I don't know if I said, I've got Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, the first 3-in-1s. I don't know if I'm going to carry on the 3-in-1s. I do like them, especially Naruto. I like the cover art actually on the Naruto 3-in-1s. I think it looks quite nice. But they come out quite slowly, so I don't know whether or not I just want to go on and collect the standard volumes. Bleach is not a manga I'm particularly interested in reading, so I probably will carry on the 3-in-1s there. We turn that over. That's the One Piece one. The One Piece one is the one I mainly want to buy the normal volumes because the cover art is really nice on those, and they are all different colors, so they look cool when they're all put together. However, I do like holding a full 3-in-1. I feel it feels a lot nicer in the hand, and the paper is actually, I would say it's lower grade because it's thin. And it actually makes reading it a nicer experience, in my opinion, which I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me on. However, that is what an opinion is about. So, if we go down, as I said, One Piece, Game of Thrones, read it. The books are better than the show, but the show is great anyway, so you can't lose out there. Right, now we go down, we go to my tiny Blu-ray collection. I really don't have a lot of Blu-rays. We'll start off with the movies, if I separate them a little bit. I actually just picked up 2 of these. So I had Akira last time I spoke to you. So we don't really need to talk about that. And as I did just mention about the manga series. Then, just next to that, we have The Garden of Words, which is actually the movie that I will be reviewing. I'm currently writing the review to this. I think I'm about halfway through the script. It's one of the most beautiful movies of all time. The artwork, you could probably tell just from looking at that how good the artwork is. But if you haven't watched it and you're hesitant about whether to watch it or not, wait for my review maybe, and you could learn a thing or two about it. But if you didn't want my review, go watch it because it's great. I guess I just kind of spoiled my review. Next up, we have one of the movies I actually just bought. This came yesterday, or I might have just picked it up yesterday. I'm not too sure. Ninja Scroll. I actually already have Ninja Scroll just there. We have I don't know how old. This is old. Very, very old. I remember my dad bought this and he's gave it to me now. But I decided it was time to buy the Blu-ray edition on the words of Bob Samurai, who said it is maybe one of the best Blu-ray upscales of all time and really warranted the upgrades. So I'm going to watch that tonight, hopefully. Get to enjoy that. Next up is another movie that I actually bought the other day. That is Origin, Spirits of the Past. Now, when I usually watch or read or anything, I usually do some research on it just so I know if it's good or not, what people have said, and where people found things they didn't like. I know nothing about this. I've never read anything about it. I've never watched anything about it. All I know is there's a picture of a girl on grass and it's called Origin. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be good. I'm sure someone will probably tell me whether it's good or not, but we can hope for the best there. Next up is Paprika. I cannot remember if I had this last time we spoke. Great movie by one of the best directors of all time, Satoshi Kon. If you haven't watched this or any of his movies, mainly Perfect Blue, which in my opinion is his best movie. Go watch them. They're all amazing. However, if you don't like movies that require you to think, don't watch them because you'll be confused. Yeah, I sounded kind of snobby saying that, I guess. Next up is Redline. If you don't want to think and you just want to look at beautiful things that go really fast, Redline. Fucking amazing. That's what I'm saying about that. Code Geass. Probably, when I originally watched it, I put it in my top 5 shows of all time. However, there's been a couple of things I think may have nudged it out. Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. However, Code Geass, great show. The story to this is, in my opinion, on the same level as Death Note, and probably has a better ending than Death Note. So in that regard, it probably tops Death Note, which I believe it does in my ranking system. However, a lot of people have mixed opinions on this. A lot of people don't like the art style. It was done by Clamp, who are known for doing more girly shows and have character designs where they basically look like lollipop men with tiny skinny bodies and massive fucking heads. However, I loved it. I loved every second of it and watched the whole show in 2 sittings. 50 episodes, 2 sittings. So, next we have... Oh, one thing I'd like to point out as well is how bad these are. They are just slimline packs. Like, literally, they take the piss. Like, they need to release a good Code Geass Blu-ray box set now. Look. If we zoom in, if my camera will focus, can't focus. It says the first season is 12 episodes. It's 25. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Kaze, you suck. Right, next up, we have Fate Zero, as I said. This is a graphical wonder done by UFO Table. They are known for making amazingly beautiful series, like the currently airing Fate Stay Night, which I'm watching. Also, if you want to know what I am currently watching, go check out my Mao. It's the same name, The Deadly Tika. You'll be able to see everything that I'm watching, what I've watched, and what I'm currently reading, which is Death Note. Right. I don't want to say too much about Fate Zero. I just want to say it looks beautiful and it is a great story, as I'm pretty sure almost everyone will agree on. Madoka Magica. I once said this was my favourite 12-episode series. I still stand by that. The only thing I think can really contend with it is probably Bakano. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Actually, they're just releasing a Blu-ray of Bakano, so I can look forward to buying that. And also, you have to buy this Blu-ray, and you can only watch it sub, because the dub is absolutely horrible. Next up is the original Kira DVD. It's old. Like, I think this came out in, like, 2002 or something. It was just after they made the new dub. I'm going to sound stupid because I don't know when that was. I even said it in my review, so I could just go back and watch that, but I don't want to cut. So, next up is Blood the Last Vampire. I think I remember saying in my last video where I showed off my collection that I actually have tried to watch this movie 1,000 times and fallen asleep watching it, which is pathetic because it's only 45 minutes long. However, I have kept doing the same thing. I think I'm going to piss some people off, but I hate this movie. It is so boring. I don't know what it is about it. It's probably the CGI that they use everywhere, the digital animation that was the first of its kind, really, but really pisses me off and makes it incredibly difficult to watch. Here we have the 10-year anniversary edition of Ninja Scrolls. If you're wondering what's special about this, is basically it is in... You have the option to either watch it in 4:3 or 16:9. 4:3 being the original aspect ratio. However, I actually quite like watching it in 16:9 because it kind of gives it that spaghetti western look with the extremely close face shots. I don't know what to call it. Close-ups. There we go. That'll work. Next up, we have 2 Studio Ghibli movies in surprisingly similar boxes. I never noticed that before. Porco Rosso, probably one of the lower regarded Hayao Miyazaki movies. However, it is an incredibly fun movie that is great to watch with kids. And next is probably his best movie. It's between this and Spirited Away, which we don't have a Blu-ray copy of here in England yet. I plan on collecting the whole Studio Ghibli set, but I'm waiting for certain ones to come out on Blu-ray. Next, we have my last movie, which is Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I don't have the original. Came out in like the 70s, and I don't think I could get it on DVD. Great movie. Go watch it. Next up is Mongolian Chop Squad, or Beck as it's probably better known. This is actually a American DVD, which if you look inside, you can see it's the Funimation Save Edition. I don't know what the Save Edition means. I think it's like super awesome something. I'm not sure. Anyway, great series. I actually really like the outside art to this. Real simplistic, really good looking. However, the inside with that horrible, horrible green, like you can see it there. It looks so ugly. So I reverse it, and it looks 10 times better. Right, where did it go? There. Oh, next up, my favourite series of all time. Clannad and Clannad After Story. Yep. I'm going to cry. Nope, skipping that because I don't want to talk any more about Clannad and how just fucking amazing it is. We have Death Note, which is also amazing. Death Note was the first series I watched in a single sitting. I remember I was on the Enai's Lobby, I think that's what it was called. The arc in One Piece where they're in the prison. I decided that I wanted to watch something in between that and the Marineford War, as I thought I needed to take a break from One Piece, as I'd watched like hundreds of episodes in a couple of days. So I watched Death Note, watched the whole thing in one sitting, absolutely loved it. A complete suspense-filled thriller. Next up, we have the first season of Dragon Ball. This is also the Funimation American DVD. Had to get it imported over. I don't know whether I'm going to keep collecting the imports or not. And hey, I just thought I'd mention, seeing as we're looking at Dragon Ball, we've currently got the new Dragon Ball Super coming out soon. Is anyone hyped for that? I am slightly disappointed that they're making new Dragon Ball because they're going to ruin my childhood. Oh, God damn it. Fucking money whores. Right, next up is the original Fate Stay Night. I am going to have a very unpopular opinion on this TV series. I prefer it to both Fate Zero and the new Fate Stay Night. Now, if I could take the story of this Fate Stay Night and have the graphics and the just beautiful animation and soundtrack of the new Fate Stay Night series, that'd be a perfect world for me. However, God doesn't give me those things. So I have to deal with watching the story of this with to be fair, decent animation for the time. It wasn't awful, apart from the CGI dragon. If you've never watched the CGI dragon, Google it, honestly. Right, next up is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've always said that if you're looking to get into anime and you want something that is, but for me, the perfect length for a starter anime, being 64 episodes, so long enough to get into it, it's the perfect show. It is great. It's always been the show that I've said is equal on every regard. The animation, the dub, the soundtrack, the story, the characters. I score it all a perfect 9, which is one of my highest ever scores. So, yeah. And speaking of scores, probably the lowest score I've ever given a show, Gasaraki. I bought this secondhand on eBay, as you could probably tell by the wear on the corners and whatnot. Not in great condition. However, it does look cool with all of the originals like this. Nice set. I like it. I absolutely hated watching this show. I watched it dubbed. I don't know if the sub's any better, but it's such a snooze fest. It's so slow paced. The characters are just unbearably boring, and the story is frankly shit. Now, I will say it's one of the most realistic. Just one of the most realistic series, because the world is a boring place. But Gasaraki, don't buy it. Just don't. It's crap. Honestly, please don't. Don't. Moving on to something that I believe a lot of people think is crap, but I personally enjoy, and that is the original Naruto series. I'm currently watching this. I believe I'm up to box set 3. I think I'm on the 3rd or 4th disc. I'm on the third. Oh no! As you can see, I'm on the 4th disc, as it's in my Blu-ray player at the moment. I'm gonna drop it. I absolutely love Naruto. I know it's shit. I know it is, and we currently are on filler again, which makes no sense as the manga is completed. But I can't hate the show. I can't hate the show. Don't hate the show. Hate the player. Anyway, Neon Genesis Evangelion. This pisses me off so bad. So I don't know if you can tell. If I go like this, you'll be able to tell a bit better. So that one there is black for some reason. The reason is these 1, 3, 4, and 5 are Australian copies. Yes, I import a lot of anime because I live in England and we don't get everything. So these are all Australian, made by Madmen. Yep, Madmen. As you can, if it'll focus. Yep, Madman Entertainment and ADV Films. They made them. It's really hard to get Neon Genesis Evangelion. I tried to buy it on eBay and I managed to get volume 1, 3, 4, and 6. So I'm missing 5, 7, 8, and 2. I managed to get 2 because for some reason this is the only one you can buy. Like, this is the only one you can buy firsthand. I don't know why. It just is, and it has Ray on the front. I don't know why, but hey, at least I can watch up to what? Volume 4? And then I can like try and find volume 5, 7, and 8 in the future. But I haven't actually started watching it. I'm probably one of the few people in the world who hasn't watched Neon Genesis Evangelion. I did watch a little bit of it as a kid, but I don't classify that as watching a show. Then we have Uron High School Host Club, which is also another show I haven't watched. I bought this because I think it's like a staple in every English collection because you can buy it on Amazon for about 10 quid. And that's 26 episodes for 10 quid. Like, that's cheap. You don't find it that cheap usually. But haven't watched it. I've heard good things about it, so I look forward to watching it. Now, this one probably looks a little bit weird to people. It is Rurouni Kenshin. Oh, dropping everything else. Okay, I'm just dropping things. You know, just those. Right, so we have Rurouni Kenshin. I'm not going to open these because... Okay, I will open it. So, these are an absolute nightmare. You might see these aren't what they're supposed to be in. These are just plain DVD cases because these over here... Yeah, you're looking at a water ball and what? These are what they originally came in. They're like carved things and they just scratch the crap out of the discs. So I decided I wanted to put them in some good disc cases. And that's what I ended up with, these horrible black things. But they keep everything nice and clean. They keep everything together well. And it's much better than those things. So put those back. I stack them that way because otherwise they fall over. Because they're really heavy, these. If you're going to buy Rurouni Kenshin, the only thing I can say is don't, because you can watch the whole thing on Crunchyroll, both dubbed and subbed. So there's really no initiative to buy this series. Huge purchase mistake on my end because this nearly cost me 100 quid for the first and second season. But it's one of my favourite things in my collection as well because not many people own it. Next up, we have Spice and Wolf. I literally bought this, and it falls over again. I literally bought this week. I was going to watch it the other day, but I just haven't had the time. Trying to catch up with everything that I'm currently watching, that is currently airing. It's making watching some new shows a lot more difficult. However, I will watch this probably. I might even start it this weekend, hopefully. Yeah, I'll give it a go this weekend. And then next up is Steins Gate, which some of you might have heard me say. Ooh, go back. That flash is bright. Some of you might have heard me say that Steins Gate is one of my favourite series of all time, and I still stand by that. It's in my top 5, maybe creeping down to top 6. I don't know. However, I just want to say thank you to all you guys because you recently got me up to 1,000 views on one of my videos, and it happens to be the Steins Gate OVA quickie, which is crazy because I made that video in about 10 minutes. It's probably the lowest quality video on my channel, and you guys seem to love it. That's thanks to a couple of people sharing the video. Unfortunately, with the way that Google and YouTube works, I cannot thank the people that actually shared it because it doesn't save any of that stuff. However, thank you to whoever shared it. You are my favourite people on earth. Should have bought that on Blu-ray, by the way. And then we got Welcome to the NHK, a great series that you just have to buy. If you are someone like me that tries to sit in his house as often as possible and watch as much anime as possible, this is the show for you because that is exactly what one of the two main characters is like. Both of the main characters are recluses who do not like to leave their house. And that's exactly what I'm like, I would say. Apart from the fact that I do have a full-time job and go to college, I'm very much a recluse who likes to keep myself to myself, and I could easily identify with our main character, Satoshi Sato, on this. So, sorry, Tatsuhiro. Why did I say Satoshi? Anyway, go watch it. Great series, only 24 episodes, and you'll be pissing yourself laughing every episode, honestly. And then just down here, nothing special, a load of random PC games that I got given. Some PS3 games. That's annoying me. I'm going to have to reorganize that. So we got, I don't know if you can see it, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and FIFA. I don't actually have many PS3 games, mainly because I don't play it that often. I play PC. PC's behind me. I'm not going to show you that because my room is messy behind me. We've got a load of PS3 games, WWE, rugby. I used to play rugby, so I love rugby. Naruto, I need to get the newest one of this when it comes out. Really looking forward to that. Soul Calibur, Tekken, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Soul Calibur. Why are they not together? Stop pissing me off. Virtual Fighter. I want to watch the anime to that. Somebody has to let me know if that's good. TNA and Ashes. Over here, some wrestling and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Probably one of the best martial arts movies of all time. Good movie. Wrestling, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper. Scum, I got my name from this movie. The main character. We bought it for £1.99. Cheapskates. Some more wrestling crap that you probably don't care about. And the first 4 seasons of House, which is actually my favourite TV series that isn't an anime of all time. So, that's everything. It's grown quite a bit. I'm going to need a new bookshelf soon. So, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you have anything that you want to say to me, like maybe anime and manga recommendations, make sure to leave a comment. And if you like the video, share it with your friends. And with that, see you later, chaps. Yeah.